Hey, welcome to A Few Minutes with Faithful Leaders. We're talking about faithful leadership today with Thomas Dodds. And Thomas, understand you have been dealing with an issue with a leader about some stuff slipping off his plate. Tell us a little bit more about that.
That's right. This particular leader had found that his time was spilling over into the weekend, wasn't able to keep up on everything. His bucket was just overflowing with things, and it was affecting his family life, and it was affecting his ability to be really prepared for leading his team and being able to help them with what was faithful for them to do each and every week.
Yep, I can definitely relate to that as a business owner. It's really easy to let your day overtake you and the fires to grab you and then pull you into the weekend and take over. So I definitely get that. So how did you guys handle that? What did you suggest so that would not take over his weekend and his family time?
Yeah. So we one of the principles of meaningful momentum is that you want to have faithful rhythms of review, where you can review your stewardship and understand how you can course correct. And so we basically I had to give him permission to perform his weekly review, to put it on his calendar at a time that was ideally immovable every week. And if he had to move it in case of emergency, it couldn't come off his calendar for the week. It had to stay on the week. And it was an appointment with himself that was essential for him to be able to lead his team, and he couldn't just move it for other concerns. He
Yeah.
had to keep it on there, and so
So
that was a big part of it. Emotional permission for himself to be able to do that.
right. So how did he latch onto that? It sounds like you kind of already started telling us he had an emotional attachment to that time. And how did that end up helping him out?
Well, he blocked the time for focus on his calendar, and then he did his weekly review. He reviewed his stewardship, evaluated what was going right for his team, for himself, for faithful stewardship in every area of his life, and whether they were getting the fruitful results they wanted. Evaluated what they could do the next week, and he resolved to do it. Put his moves on the calendar, blocked that time out that he needed, and
Mhm.
was ready to review with the team. So in the end, he was able to work when he wanted to, and be able to create those appropriate boundaries between family time, work time, and even more, he was prepared for his team. They were able to transform the results and just get more momentum each and every week and keep building on that. So it was a great win for him, for his team.
That's fantastic. Anytime that we can get back time that we want and take charge of the hours that we're given, it's always a win. So, uh, Thomas, thanks a bunch for sharing just a little bit about how just taking back your time can change your whole week. And thanks to y'all for tuning in. And check back next time. We'll be talking more about faithful leadership and faithful leaders.
Yep. Be faithful.